On to day 3 of the Steven Bomb. Yesterday's episode was a nice, light-hearted, fun episode. Then there's this episode. So the gems decide to go to kindergarten, and then they discover a very dark secret. Right off the bat, this episode is amazing. It shows Steven and the gems all folding his shirts and showing Pearl absolutely loves chores. Steven tries to get Ruby and Sapphire out to help, but Garnet ain't going.
This is a lot. I bet this folding would go faster if Ruby and Sapphire were here.
I'm sure they'd be glad to see you, Steven, but I am not unfusing for laundry.
Then Garnet decides they should be looking for Peridot at kindergarten. This is the moment where this episode becomes the most important Steven Universe episode ever.
Steven?
Come on, that means you too, right?
You're a Civilized Bart Gem too, after all.
Garnet, are you sure we should bring Steven? This might be dangerous.
Peridot's got nothing we can't handle.
The moment Garnet tells Steven to come on, that's where Steven realizes he's a real Crystal Gem. He's part of the team now. They see him as a teammate, not a person they have to protect. What a beautiful moment. Things get even better when they go to kindergarten. Drum roll, please. Peridot shows up and it's just a rush of funny antics with her. I feel like now would be a great time to mention that Peridot's probably my favorite gem. I love her overall design from this episode, and now I know that she wasn't meant to fight. She doesn't seem to have any weapons on hand. If you notice, she seems to have like last resort techniques like a shocker and a taser sometimes. I speculate she was meant for intel gathering, hence the lack of weapons. She was never meant to come in contact with an enemy, so her being that, I assume she's having to use stealth a lot of time right now. I will see an episode on her point of view of all this and exactly what she's up to. Anyway, Amethyst and Pearl chase after her. Garnet and Steven see what she was up to underground. Steven tries to ask Garnet more fan theory questions, but she ain't budging.
Then, Braun, the whole package.
Thank you.
Is it because you're a fusion?
I have to keep some of my secrets.
Once they get underground, that's when they discover the dark secrets. They're force-fusing gems. I'm not gonna lie, this episode kinda freaked me out, but the following scene was even more terrifying. When the force-fusing gems are grabbing onto Garnet, while Garnet is just freaking out and coming undone, while Steven is fighting back, fusing body parts, Garnet finally snaps out of it and Sapphire and Ruby have a quick discussion.
It's a fusion. We couldn't have known they would do this. This is where they've been. All the ones we couldn't find. They've been here the whole time. Rose couldn't have known. This was punishment for the rebellion. It's not our fault.
Garnet!
So when that moment of terror ends, they answer the most important question of the series.
Do we even have plumbing up here? How do you get the washer and dryer to work?
Magic.
Garnet gives a short PSA speech on fusion, which people would compare to consent, and if this is the unintended message of the episode, I would applaud Rebecca Sugar because this shows that this has evolved more than an average kid show. Remember to like this video if you would like the recaps to continue. What did you think of the episode? Do you think this message could actually be about consent? Put in the comments what you think, and thanks for watching.